Okay, I normally complain about the sun every time I'm doing a video at this time of day, but god damn, like my face is glowing. Jesus Christ, it's turning me into a fucking Greek god or something. Appa. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. It is me, your boy man, who can name the 50 Hatsune Miku songs in less than a minute. And today, we're going to be talking about another weird song that I discovered recently whilst I was just fucking existing in this parallel universe. So remember last year, I mentioned that I mentioned that on my Eurovision video that I posted. If you guys remember, last year I made a video and it started this whole weird song series about a remix that I have found on UKF of Sam Ryder's A Spaceman, and how I found it weird that a remix of a Eurovision song in general was on UKF. Well, the British motherfuckers have done it again, but now with a love even closer to my heart. So let's set the scene here. One day, like a few weeks ago, I was browsing through the dubstep channel of UKF, and I was, just seeing what they had. Completely disappointed though at the fact that they had a 12th Planet song recently posted, so we're just gonna fucking completely ignore the allegations. Till I looked at this thumbnail right here. Now I saw the thumbnail and I just thought, oh, Ace Aura. Yeah, I know him. He makes pretty good color base. Then I looked at the fact that it was an Ace Aura remix and I was like, oh, I didn't know he had a remix coming out. No one taught me about that. And then I saw like who actually did the song. And the first name, completely normal. The second name is Hatsune Miku. What the fuck? I can't believe this. Hatsune Miku's on UKF. Let me give you the context as to why my brain is just fucking looking like that fucking bit of egg on the "This is your brain on drugs" video.
This is your brain on.
Apparently, a few weeks ago, there was another sort of like big Hatsune Miku related event happening online. I think I don't know that much, and I'm actually coming into this video not knowing anything, so that if you want to correct me, I will gladly accept it. I'm just doing these things off of my mind. But it was like, I think another like album or something released related to Hatsune Miku. The album comprised of 4 original tracks and then like 10 remixes of both the original tracks and other tracks that the people on the album might have wanted to release. And that album has some pretty good songs. There's a remix of Lag Train. If you're a big Vocaloid fan, you know what Lag Train is, so there's a remix of that as well. And there's a song here for everyone, really. What I find funny about like how they ordered it though, they just have Ace Aura at the end, because why the fuck wouldn't you have Ace Aura? It looks like, it's like a 2-in-1 deal. It's like, get yourself this album and you get a free Ace Aura remix for just absolutely fucking nothing. Like, can we just talk about that again? Ace Aura remix Hatsune Miku. Like, Ace fucking Aura. Like, ignore the fact that it's on UKF, which is something hard to ignore, I know about that. But let's just talk about another thing. Hatsune Miku was remixed by fucking Ace Aura. What? How? Why? Since this is a remix, I'm gonna do what I did with Fields of Grey, but I'm gonna do like the reverse. So first we're gonna talk about the original of the situation. So Hylen seems to have decided to try hyperpop, I think, because when I listen to the song I just hear machine guns playing. It is a very abrasive song, and one that I don't really like how abrasive it is. It just feels too hard. It's not enjoyable for me to listen to this. I'm saying for me because for you or for anyone else it might be, and I'm not going to judge their taste in music. I'm just saying for me, this is not the type of music that I'm really into. It's too hard, it's too intense, and it actually is a bit of a tone shift that I just don't appreciate that much, because the first part, like the melodic parts where Miku singing and then like the ambience around it is actually really good, but the drops are just so like completely different to what the actual first part of the track is, that it just creates an unpleasant experience. I'm not saying though that going from melodic and calm to extremely abrasive doesn't work. Mode Step were able to do that with higher, going from like future-based production on like the verses and the pre-drop, and then like extremely fucking dubstep playing in the drops. A great description of that one, JP. Thanks, JP. It is possible to do that. I just think Hylen didn't do it as well as he could have, so I don't really enjoy the original as much. Now, a Sora's remix pretty much fixes every problem that I have with the original track. Every single problem that it had, the fact that it was too abrasive, the fact that the tone shift was too intense, the fact that it just sounded like two tracks glued into one and there was no cohesion. Azor fixes that and does a lot more to make this remix one of the best tracks of this year so far for me. He does one thing that I really like when people do when doing remixes, which is he takes elements of the original track and he repurposes them to, you know, give them a new life. Like the sort of triplets drum that is really used a lot in the original, he uses it a little bit more sporadically and he does a really good job at it. The pattern of the drop, the sort of machine gun pattern that I didn't really like it so much, he makes that into the pattern on the second half of the first drop. And he just does a great amount of work to like make Hylen's song a lot more pleasant. And there's a fucking helicopter. Well, it's the first time these motherfuckers show up as I'm recording one video. Shall we see? Oh, there it is. If you can see it. Can you see it? Yeah, there it is. Look at it. Yeah. Whoa, let's fucking go. I actually got that. I wasn't expecting to catch that. Like, GG.
And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
We talked a lot about how he grabs sounds from the original track, but the things that Azor adds to the track also make this track a lot more enjoyable. When I was listening to the track itself, I was not expecting Azor to go into that direction. Like, I was not. Like, I was expecting like some very like Azor-y color base like he normally does. Like he did with, for example, that one remix of the Armin Hammer. That one dude who was on Monster Cat like that one time. But he goes for like a lot more soothing melodic trap with like Reese basses in the proper second half of the first drop, and it just is beautiful. It's a beautiful song, that one. And then that second drop, oh my god, that second drop. If the first drop was bad, the second drop would have made the song. The first drop is really good, but the second drop is even better. Like, he turns that into this sort of like tech trance hybrid that is again very soothing and very calming. It's not hard. It feels like a blanket being put on you when you're going to sleep and you just feel comfy putting it. What the fuck did I just say? It just works, and it works in wonderful ways. Ace Aura knocks it out of the park with this remix. If I were to give scores to the tracks, the original one would probably be like a 4 out of 10 because I really like the melodic parts and the ambient parts of the track, but the drops are just not for me. And the Ace Aura remix, I would put like a 9 out of 10, like a dead ass 9 out of 10. Everything on that track is perfect. He repurposes the original sounds really well, and the ones that he adds, the ideas that he has for the track just make this one hell of an experience. It's absolutely one of the best tracks of this year. If Hylen sees this, I apologize if I came too hard on you. Like I said, it's not really my style of music listening to this, but I do recognize there are a lot of people that do listen to this type of music, that do like how abrasive it is. I apologize again though if I do sound a bit too harsh on you. That is not my original intention. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you have enjoyed it, even with all the fucking ADHD moments that you just saw with the fucking helicopter. Again, like I always say, if you have any tracks that you want me to talk about in this, it doesn't need to be EDM. Put them down in the comments and I will listen to them. If I don't know, if I do, I kind of know what to talk about. So recommend me tracks if you want to. Besides that though, ignore the fact that I have an Excel book in the background. Did you know that that was a birthday gift? Gotta prepare myself for the work employment thing somehow.